So welcome to video 6, where I have used greenhouse wood and salvaged wood from a project that a client of mine in Charleston paid me to build and then take apart. I have framed a closet, 4 by 12, so 36 square feet. That's going to be our closet. It's going to be the his side and the hers side. This has been a hell of a process because that is 27 inches, so I duplicated 27 inches. I still need to put a center beam there. This is where I am currently editing and uploading videos, and that's my heater because it's going to be 38 degrees tonight and this house has no insulation. This is all reclaimed from my own shit. It's all going to need to be repainted. But then, if you look at this wall over here, my next project, about that wide, there is where the toilet is. The other portion of that, I'm going to blow that wall out and I'm going to frame this in 4 feet over, which is exactly where that line is, so the door will still open, and then I'm going to bring it all the way over behind the toilet. I'm going to make a walk-in shower with tile. That's going to be probably the biggest project of my life, but like I'm going to turn this corner here into a walk-in shower, because that 36-inch shower that's in there is not going to happen. So that's going to be gone. You're going to be able to walk into it, and then there's going to be literally a tile shower, and the water's going to come straight down out of the top of the roof, because I know how to do that, and I can do that. Hi, dog. Kids in the shower. But need a new door here. I need to put a new door on the other bathroom so that we can shower in there for a while once I rip that tiny little shower out. But I'm going to make a walk-in tile shower there. That should be absolutely fucking fantabulous. But wait. But wait. It is a Thursday night. Look at what we got here. The missus is home. I'm still drying socks. I've got heaters going out here. But yeah, this room is good for the moment. I got the floors in here painted, except for under the bed, because the bed's going to end up living there, but we're going to put flooring in here. What's absolutely hilarious is that these are, I've measured every contact point, and every contact point at the floor is at 48 inches, 48 inches, 48 inches. Every contact point at the ceiling is at 48 inches. Yeah, look at the line in the plywood that goes next to it. I guess it's not as bad as it looks, but well, it is. This room isn't even straight, because if you look over here, yeah. But that is the beginning of our closet. Can't hardly wait. Perhaps I hang the TV on the wall that's going to be here at some point. Alright, so I have those cut to a length where I can still cut about 3 or 4 inches off either side to make sure they're square. However, I got to get some other logs from back there to get these up off the ground. I'm going to let these things sit in the sun until probably, at this rate, maybe end of July, beginning of August, so that they're dry before I start putting them on the porch. But I'm back working out here. You can almost see the garden from the back porch. I got to run the weed eater all through back there again. It's been almost a month since I ran through there, and I'm pretty sure we're past the last freeze. We had a 30-degree, mid-30s night this week, which is why I haven't got any seeds or anything in the ground. I'm working on making a fence out of twigs and sticks. What you see, dog? Not ready to put things in the ground quite yet. I'll get down there and I'll show you that in just a minute. This here is also what I cut down several trees, big trees, out here. Not big, but not like these little twigs over here that are going to go next so I can weed eat this little spot. And it's taken me some time to get all that. I thought I was going to build a bridge. I haven't given up on it yet, but those logs aren't doing it. It's a start. Yeah, I got to run the weed eater back through here. You can see I'm piling twigs, sticks, small trees, to which all of those small trees are going to go around the perimeter of this place. I'm actually going to get a plastic fence to go around the back side of it. But for just here where there's access near the creek, I'm piling those up for a natural barrier to keep deer out of the garden. I'm sure I'm going to have to adjust that as I go. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm not ready to fire up the weed eater yet, because once you fire up the weed eater, you've committed to take a shower. And it's only lunchtime, and I'd still like to be able to, something's creaking up there. I'd still like to be able to go in my house without having to take a shower yet. So that's like a after dinner activity. I come out here and run the weed eater for about 2 hours, give or take. But yeah, this is next. I get to cut all these little sticks down. Did you get the bone out of the pork roast that I've just pulled out of the crock pot? Hey, what you got? Look at you. Boy, you were just getting down. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to share. He is getting down on that. Happy dog, man. Happy dog. Outside having a smoke. I still have that bad habit. That's definitely something that I'm going to work on in the future, because cigarettes are stupid expensive up here. But if you drive down to Tennessee, they're like 14 bucks a carton cheaper. Anyway, oh my God, look at that. I got all of that shit cleared. Those big tall rose bushes, man, I felt so bad hacking down those rose bushes, but in an effort to be able to see my garden from my back porch, I had to hack down those rose bushes. But don't you worry, the whole place, I can't even imagine how many roses the person who originally lived here planted. There's nothing edible coming up in the ground, which is kind of sad. That, like, we went through that little spurt where we had the hickory chickens or the morel mushrooms that were delicious. And there are, well, I guess there are still some wild onions out there, but I don't cook too much with onions because they don't really agree with my stomach or my wife's. And I can do without onion. Like, I can use onion powder and get the same effect. But anyway, you can see there, those are my my porch boards. They're drying. They're sitting on the rack. They're going to dry out for a while before I replace these posts that are on like a 7-degree angle. Good times. So I have my daughter here, and I haven't had her around for quite some time. We went through, I haven't really talked about this, that like in the 5th grade, something happened. And like, I yelled at her about homework one day, and she took it to heart, and she didn't come and visit for several years. She's going into high school at the end of this school year. She has never seen 13 Reasons Why, and I have all 4 seasons of it downloaded. So I just moved it from my external hard drive to my computer that's hooked up to the TV in the living room. And look at that view in the background. God damn. This is where I live, people. I went from jumping in trash cans to living out here. I don't give a shit who you are. If you cannot appreciate what I have done with that and this sound, like I'm going to set up a camera over there on the creek and just let it run for 30 minutes and probably upload that maybe like Tuesday just as a channel extra. Now, she's going into high school and she has never seen 13 Reasons Why. So I moved all 4 seasons over to the computer because we've been rewatching Stranger Things because season 4 of Stranger Things is about to come out. And her and I both can geek out on that equally. And I love that we can. I don't really sit on the couch anymore, though. Like, I could come back inside and she could be watching Stranger Things. And I know exactly where it's at. We could watch it. We could talk about it. I've kept up with the things that I should have kept up with if she was living with me, but she hasn't been, and now she is. And it's fun to find those sort of things that you can do to relate with a child, per se. To switch arbs. I ran a chainsaw and a weed eater and a gas shear for the last 2 days. For like 10 solid hours, I had machinery running out here to get to this point. I built the frame for that closet, but while my wife is here, I'm not making any special trips to town or not trying to go to the hardware store, not trying to do anything like that. Like, she leaves on Monday morning. We have 2 more sleeps and 1 more day together. Monday morning after the kids on the bus, and my wife's back in my mother's car. My mother's driving our Subaru currently. I'm going to head down to the hardware store and I'll get some paneling. And I'm going to finish the outside of that closet, and then I'm going to start working on the inside. But I'm not going to do that while she's here because I cherish the time that we have together. I can't even believe I'm out here actually filming video while she's still here. I just happen to be outside having a cigarette. And I figured I would give you guys that time. I have on a Carhartt jacket and shorts with flip-flops because it's still that temperature out here. But yeah. And she's in there making banana bread at like 8 o'clock at night. Nobody needs banana bread, but it's delicious. There's 5.5 minutes of your life that you'll never get back, but thanks for watching. Well, the dog has finally taken notice of the mouse in the house. It's not a mouse. It's bigger than that puppy I found. I finally saw it run across the kitchen. It's under the sink currently. I gotta throw that whole vanity away. The whole sink thing needs to go and burn. Try to find one on Monday after the kid goes to school and the wife goes back to Charleston. Yeah, you gonna catch that mouse, dog? Please and thank you. I need a bigger trap. I need one of them big fucking square traps that's the size of a like 2 boxes of Travel Cold cereal. All right, so I got this big old 8-foot pallet that I used inside to section off an area while I was moving. It's clean on the other side. These boards on the bottom are broken. However, I'm going to take those boards off, and I've got treated boards over here that I'm going to replace them with. 2x6s, I think. They might be 2x8s. Anyway, they're treated, and I'm going to replace these bottom planks. And back there a little ways, this thing's going to end up being a bridge. So let me get the hammer out and bang those out, and we'll, yeah, I'm going to make a bridge today. And just like that, I got a bridge into my garden. Had to cut I cut a cedar stump, stuck up underneath there in the middle for support. A few little rocks on the edges. What do you think, kid? You want to do the maiden voyage? Take the walk across the bridge.
I didn't fall.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. Well, I apologize about the wind in this video. We're under a wind advisory today for a while. I just got some really bad news. None of you are going to be surprised, because frankly I'm not. I'm not surprised, and to be quite honest, it was the only solution. Ricky got hit by a car and died yesterday. I just drove down to town and I got a text message from a dear old friend of mine that I lived next to for a while in Charleston. He got hit by a car and he's dead. And any of you who've been around for any length of time know that that was literally the only way to get that man to stop drinking, was for him to die. And it finally happened. I've got mixed emotions about it because of the last set of interactions that we had. I mean, in addition to being the worst alcoholic I've ever known in my life, he was now dabbling in Oxycontin pills as well. So, I mean, he was a lost cause. I did everything I could within my power to try to help that man. You know, and I thought maybe him being out on the street, because they hauled his ass down to Bristol, Virginia, which is 90 miles down the road or something. I'm not going to cry about it, that's for damn sure. In the time that I knew that man, he'd been hit by a car at least 6, if not 7 times, and I was surprised that he was still alive to begin with. But that was literally the only way to get him to quit drinking, and now he's not a burden to anybody. So I went and bought a washing machine today, and I also got some 1/16 of an inch plywood to finish off the front of the closet. I gotta move these logs so I can back my truck up to the porch, because my dolly broke this morning. Good time. Oh, the glories of owning a two-wheel drive truck. I can't even turn around in my backyard. I almost got stuck trying to get the washer in the house. At least I didn't run over my septic tank. Oh, I definitely need to find a four-wheel drive something, because this truck's fine for going up and down the road and hauling stuff around, but I'm gonna be stuck out here when it snows, and that ain't no good. Small note to self: when it comes time to build the shower, I need to suck it up and learn how to do drywall, because I am not a fan of this paneling. I realize that all the imperfections that I can see in it, I can fix with caulking and molding and then paint over the top of it. This was my option. I tried to find paneling that matched the actual walls that are in here. They don't sell it anymore. So I ended up with this stuff here. Drywall is messy and I didn't want to have to deal with it, but it looks like when I go to build the shower, I'm going to be doing sheetrock. I thought I was just going to be able to, no, I'm probably going to have to cut a whole nother sheet. But yeah, it's sort of kind of coming along. I've gotten less accomplished this week than I wanted to, because my truck is back giving me hell again. I had to drive over to Kentucky and back, and something's going on with the hydraulic system. Slave cylinder, master cylinder, something. The guys that tried to fix that did the work on it. I mean, it lasted 300 miles and now the clutch is not engaging. So something's going on with the hydraulic system. I got to go talk to a different mechanic tomorrow. I spent the whole morning going to Kentucky and back, and then I got this done this afternoon. Sort of kind of, I got a curtain for that window I need to put on there, because even though I'm in the middle of nowhere, it's weird being naked in front of an open window. But yeah. Need to learn to do sheetrock. That'll be my next my next thing's doing sheetrock, because this was a learning experience and I learned that I don't want to use it again. So maybe I'll learn how to do sheetrock next. Whoa.
Look at it.
I'm gonna wrap this video up from here. The kid and I have been out working in the garden, and I'll walk way back to where we're going to have the camping space today. Made some progress there. I'll show you that in the next video. Who knows, maybe even in the next video I'll be putting seeds in the ground. We'll see. I got some clothes to put on the line, and I got some shit to go do. So, see you next week up here at the mountain. Thank you for watching. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Every thumbs up helps. At least that's what they tell me. See you next week.